So good morning, we are here on having some breakfast before departing the zone of comfort, which is Moscow, of course, Moscow center. This is the third day here, and I'm beginning to feel very comfortable, so I have to go and see deeper Russia. Bear with me, just have to take care of some things before, and then I go to the train station and hopefully board the train for a rather long trip. One of those that lasts the whole night. Bye-bye. So here we are, Pavletskaya Square. We are going, there is the train station, train terminal. We left the hotel. We are heading to the train terminal for an epic journey, hopefully. This is a very nice square, playground for kids and architecture, which I am ignorant enough not to know about. And it's a very pleasant park. And off to the station we go. We are early. We're on time. We only have to catch the train in about 2 hours, but you don't want to be late. So yeah, Pavletskaya train station. E vamos finalmente embarcar aqui no vagão 17. Vamos ver. We are finally embarking, wagon 17. We are departing Moscow. Moscow. Vamos deixar Moscou. Bora. So here we are again, enjoying our meal on the long night train. Well, it's night, but it's not that late. Moscow, Volgograd, former known as Stalingrad. I'm having this borscht, which is the most delicious thing I have tasted since I've arrived. And I should say that the food here has been excellent. Bear in mind that I'm Portuguese. We have, well, at least we think we have the best food in the world. It's hard to tell when you never tasted many other foods from other parts of the world. But that's what we hear. That's what we are used to. So welcome back, everyone. We just had this meal at the train, provided by the train service, which was excellent meal. I finally had the borscht. Borscht was really tasty. It resembled to me like homemade food. Well made, very tasty. No, it didn't seem like, you know, this food sometimes that you eat when you're outside of your house and has this, you can always notice this processed, or it has this this taste that is common to many other places outside and never goes near the food you cook at home. But this one was fantastic, borscht. And then I had some beef. I think it was calf. The meat was melted on my mouth. Completely delicious, completely well made. Excellent meal experience on this train. By the way, the journey of the train is being a very good experience. I tell you the pros and the cons. For example, the train has no internet. It has Wi-Fi, but you only can access internet on the train. So you have a menu of movies, series, audiobooks, books, magazines, things that you can read and listen to, and music as well. But it's a package. It's a closed package. You cannot access the internet with this Wi-Fi, and the internet is not good because the train is crossing long. It's crossing the Russian steppe, steep steppe. The Russian steppe is it's a long trip. It's about 1,000 and something kilometers from Moscow, between Moscow and Volgograd. And so there are no internet signal in many places. I get some when we pass some train stations and near some towns. I get some signal. It disappears after a while. So yeah, that's maybe one negative point, which I really don't mind. I have time to do other things, put my ideas in order, make my vlogging, to give account of my experience, and I'll do all the uploading. I have already several hours of video. I will do all of the uploading after the experience because I don't want to miss anything. So far, it's been great, and yeah, bear with me because this is for me it's a very special trip. It took a lot of negative things from people back home. Some of them were I accept kindly, and I because I have them. These people that I have in high regard, and they are genuinely worried about me, about my safety. Others, they just brainwashed by propaganda, and the more you try to get informed, you try to explain, and you always, I mean, propaganda is a really, no wonder it's a science, right? It's connected to psychology, and manipulation of the masses is science. And when you see it at work, it's actually scary. To the point where people have evidence in front of their eyes, and they can plainly see what's going on, and they still refuse. They can, in their brain, they can twist the reality that they see to fit the seed that is already, the narrative that is already planted on their brains. And you see a lot of this about Russia and about the Russians. When I speak to Western people about Russia and Russians, like, oh, they're like shocked that I came, shocked that I'm here by myself, and it's well, I don't want to say it like this, but it makes me lose a little bit of faith on humans. But then again, there are many others. I know I live with, when you live in the West, right now more and more you are living in a bubble. And if you're not careful, the propaganda will snatch your brain and have it hostage. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Still on the train. Not much left to go. We are at 7 o'clock in the morning. Coffee has been delivered, and the day is like you see outside, a little bit gray, but it's not cold nor rainy. So yeah, let's just get on with it. And so here we are in Volgograd, former Stalingrad, and it's a sight. Over there is the station, the old Soviet station, which is, it's old but it's refurbished. It's like new, but it kept all the architecture. We have been near the famous statue, and look at this. I still haven't got to the hotel. I've been getting lost in the way to enjoy, to see, to absorb. There is a row of Soviet buildings. They keep the symbols. They are not ashamed of the past, nor they should, if you ask me. So we arrived at my hotel. It's a Soviet era hotel. Who would have known? And yeah, so let's go there and look at this. Old Soviet buildings. Ali há outro parque, tenho que ir lá ver aquele parque também. Aqui montes de parques. Aqui não sei o que é. É de ir ver. Mas também é da era soviética.